Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Goddess Amber here. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I haven't uploaded a video in like a week or two. I've been really busy with the holidays and such, but let's get into what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how to know that your manifestation is coming. Kind of some signs that I've learned over the time that I've spent manifesting that you will know that it's working for you and that you're on the right track to getting what it is you want. Now, the first thing that I've noticed, and since I've been kind of like helping people manifest, one of the first things that people start to notice is they start seeing repeating numbers like 1111, 222, 333, 444, 555, etc. They 1212, 1010, like they keep seeing the same sequences of numbers everywhere, right? And this is something that I went through too, is just seeing the same numbers. And then you go to Google and you look up like what's 1111 mean, and then like that's its own kind of like rabbit hole essentially. But one of the first things that you're going to notice when your manifestation is working and you are reaching that alignment with it is that you start seeing those numbers. Now, if you want, you can go to Google and you could look up like what those numbers mean, but I'm very big on like they mean what you think they mean, right? And I always take them as a sign that they're just telling you you're on the right track, that the universe hears you, that it's working with you, and that the things that you want are making their way to you. And seeing numbers is a confirmation that things are moving the right way. Something you can do to figure out, like, well, how do I know what it means for me? Is think about, like, in that moment when you notice the number. Let's say it's 1111. Let's say you look at the clock and it's 1111, right? And you're like, oh, I've been seeing that number a few times. Something that you could do is think, like, what was I thinking in, like, when I noticed it? Like, you just noticed 1111. Where were your thoughts? What were you thinking? What were you doing? Were you having a conversation with someone? Also, like, take kind of like inventory of what's going on around you. If you're at the grocery store, let's say you're manifesting a specific person, right? You're at the grocery store, you look at your watch, it's 2:22, and then in the next aisle you hear someone be like, "Oh, so I heard from Joe today. Joe messaged me. Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh my god, what did he say?" "Well, he said that he's sorry and he wants to be with me." And that's something you're manifesting with your person. You don't know these people from a hole in the wall, but the 222 and then the conversation in the next aisle about their person coming back, let's say that's something you were manifesting for you. That's a confirmation that you're on the right track, right? So when you see repeating numbers, take it as a sign that you're on the right track. If you want to look further into it to see like what the meanings are, you can do that. But I personally, because the universe speaks to us in different ways, right? So when we're getting what it is we want, we can have a totally different experience than somebody else does. So for me, I would say, think about where you are. If there's any conversations happening around you, what are you doing? Is there music on the radio? What is music saying? What are the lyrics? You know, like try to figure out, like piece together what it is, because it could be guiding you too in a, like, not in a different direction, but it could be guiding you towards what you have to do next. It could be telling you like, oh, you need to clear out something, or oh, you need to trust and let this happen. You know, like it could be kind of pushing you to the next step of what it is you need to be doing. So when you see those numbers, just take it as a sign that you are on the right track and things are working out in your favor. Try not to look too much into it. If you want to, you absolutely can. But very important that you just use that as a positive experience and not look at it and say, well, I keep seeing 1111. Why isn't it here yet? Don't do that, because that's going to keep it not being here yet. That's going to keep pushing it away from you. And you don't want that, because that's just going to prolong this. You want to take everything as a sign that it's working for you. The next thing that I want to talk about, another major sign, dreams, right? Now, I'm the kind of person that I don't really dream that often. So when I do have a dream about something, I know for a fact it's a sign for me, because it's just like I go to sleep and then I wake up. I don't have dreams. But sometimes you wake up and you have a dream, like you're with a specific person, you got a job that you've been wanting, you moved to a new location that you've been thinking about moving to, or you had a vacation or something like that you've been wanting, and it was amazing. Everything went wonderfully, right? Sometimes you have those dreams and things didn't go wonderfully. And you could look at that and say to yourself, okay, well, in the dream, I was scared that I was going to lose this opportunity. So now you know to start affirming to yourself, okay, this is stable. I'm safe. This is for me. I'm not worried about it. Like, you know, you could build from there. You could look at that as evidence and say, okay, this is what I need to still work on. This is what I need to change. This is what I'm feeling. And you could use that to go towards what it is you want, to help you kind of clear up any resistance that you may still be holding on to. Another thing with dreams, since the reason I brought up the fact that I don't really dream that much is because I will wake up and I will feel a certain way. Like I will wake up feeling like my wish is heard, it's being fulfilled, but I won't have a dream to back it up. Maybe I did, but I don't remember it, right? That's just for me personally. But I wanted to bring that up because dreams are very important. They're like kind of a gateway into your subconscious mind to show you kind of what's going on. And if you wake up, whether you have a dream about the thing you're trying to manifest or not, but you wake up and you feel a certain way first thing in the morning before anything happens, before you look at your phone, before you hear anything, like you just wake up and you just feel like, oh, it's done. Like it's working out. I know it is. Like that is a huge indication. Huge. Even if you have a dream where it didn't work out 100% the way that you wanted, but overall things were moving the right way and you felt good about it and you wake up and you remember it, like that is a sign that things are moving for you, that things are working in the direction you want it to be working in. So keep doing what you're doing. If you see the repeating numbers, if you're having dreams, even like I said, if you just wake up feeling good about the situation, not remembering a dream, not having a dream, whatever, but you just wake up and you feel good about it. That is an indication. Feeling is huge, right? You want to feel like things are working. You want to feel like it's done. You want to feel like you're trusting this situation and you want to feel like that. And I'm not going to lie, like it can take some practice to get to that, right? To feel like something is working when maybe the circumstances, even though they don't matter, are showing you the opposite. It can take a little bit of adjustment to get to that point. But once you start to get there, that is a huge sign that things are moving in your favor, right? That you're becoming comfortable enough to be like, I don't have to work as hard. Good. That brings me into another sign that things are moving in your favor. And I don't want to word it this way, but the first thought that came to my mind is you give up. Now, if you want a manifestation, you want something like truly, you're not going to be able to let it go. Even if you try to, like it's still going to be there. You're still going to be thinking about it. You're still going to want it. You're still going to be like, how can I get it? Like, it might cause an internal conflict in you of like, I don't want to give up on this, but like, it's not, and you go back and forth about it. But a big thing is where you kind of lessen the reins, right? You kind of feel like maybe you were manifesting and you were scripting and you were affirming all day long and you were like doing techniques and spells and rituals and you were doing all this stuff to try to make it work. And then you kind of reach this point where you just kind of like back up a little bit. And you just feel like, you know what? Like I'm just going to let it do what it's going to do at this point. You're reaching a point of trust, right? And some people say like, no, that's giving up. It depends. I mean, honestly, if you want something that bad, you're not going to give up on it. You're going to find any way to make it work. Whether you're consciously aware of it or subconsciously aware of it, you are going to be working on that thing, that manifestation. So a big sign too that things are working for you is when you feel the urge to kind of just like back up a little bit and say, you know what? I was affirming literally 200 times a day. Now I'm going to do it 5 or 6 times a day. Like I'm still going to work on it. I'm still going to script, but I'm going to do it when it feels good. And I'm going to know internally, like, it's fine. Like I'm getting what I want. Like reaching that point again, trusting, and just getting to like I don't have to be as intense because we were raised to think that we're not going to get something unless we're working hard at it, right? You have to work hard. You have to put in so much time and energy and effort and like blood and sweat and tears into it for you to get it. And that's not the case at all because that's creating resistance. That's creating more of like I put so much time, I put so much effort, I put so much blood and tears and sweat into this. Why am I not getting it? And that creates more of you not getting it. Once you start to pull the reins a little bit and you do this naturally and you just kind of feel like internally, like, you know what? I don't really need to be doing all of this as much as I am because I have things I want to focus on. I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my finances. I want to start a hobby. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, and I'm going to do that stuff. I'm going to put my energy into those things, but I'm also going to put my energy into the thing I'm manifesting when I feel like I want to and when I feel like I should. And pulling that back is opening up like energy to come in to help guide you towards that thing. It's going to create like a gap with any resistance you may have. It's going to start breaking the resistance up to allow you to just feel more naturally like in this state of like, no, it's done. I'm good. Like I'll affirm when I wake up. I'll affirm when I go to bed. I'll affirm during the day, and maybe I'll script, but like I don't need to go crazy anymore. Like I don't need to essentially like, because a lot of people do that. They burn themselves out with manifesting techniques and then they just kind of naturally like drop it, right? They're just like, oh my God, like I burned myself out, whatever. And then what happens? It starts to come in, right? Because they created that energetic like gap to allow the things to come in. Because if you're spending all this time just like, why isn't it here? Why isn't it here? Why isn't it here? You don't have any room for it to come in because you're so busy focusing on why it's not here. So once you start to like back that up a little bit and create space energetically, it will come in. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I'm over here like going on and on and on. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to say, the last sign that I wanted to give, because this is a huge, 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 huge one, is you just know. You just know. You just feel it. You just know, like, I'm getting this. It's working out. And, like, you just stop caring what's happening in your reality. You stop giving a shit. If you're blocked by someone, you stop giving a damn about, like, the fact, like, what are they doing? What are they thinking? How are they feeling? I don't care, right? Like, that's how you get. You get into this feeling of just, like, I don't care what they do. Because in my reality, what I'm manifesting, they show up this way, they act a certain way, or the fact that maybe you didn't get a job that you applied for that you really wanted. I don't care. I'm going to get something better, right? That's the, like, when you just say to yourself, like, I'm getting what I want and I know it. And that conviction and that, like, it really is. It's just like confidence, and it's conviction in yourself, not in your manifestation, not in your ability to create, but in yourself. Internally, you find that conviction naturally, I want to say, because, like, you can't really force it. Like, the universe will know if you're faking it. Sorry, it just will. But you want to have that conviction in yourself that, like, I'm getting it. I don't care what I see. I don't care who says what. I don't care what happens right now. I'm getting that thing, and it doesn't matter. And, like, you really feel that way. That is the biggest sign that you're getting it. And it's probably going to show up really freaking quick when that happens. And you will get to that point. If you're not there yet, don't worry. You will get to that point. But I just want to make this video a couple signs, because these are things that I've noticed, like, with me manifesting and also with me helping people manifest. There's kind of like this process that kind of everybody goes through, where at first they're gripping it, they like, oh my God. And then it starts to kind of loosen naturally over time. And once it kind of loosens up and you get to that feeling where you're just like, I know what's going to happen. I really don't care. Like, you know, you're going to wake up and the sun's going to rise. Even if there's clouds in the way, even if it's raining, the sun's there. It doesn't go away. It doesn't, like, be like, oh, there's some rain here. Maybe tomorrow, guys. See you later. It's still there. You just can't see it. That's exactly what it is. It's like you're getting it. Maybe you can't see it right now, but you're getting it. It doesn't, the sun is there. Okay, I hope that's not a really stupid analogy. It might be. But I hope this video helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments if there's any videos you guys want me to make. I will go ahead and link, like, my website and stuff, my links down there if you want to follow me on any social media or anything like that. I hope this video helped you guys out, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.